to clean the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, just like you see right there, and take it out to your car. One button to turn it on and one button to empty it. Over 4,000 of these, 4,300 have been sold. You choose your black, your white, or your blue. Our guest, Stephanie Roberts, is joining us here to tell us all about it. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Happy 4th of July, and I know everybody's got family at home, and you know what family does? Make a mess.
Make a mess.
And that's okay, because we've got a way for you to clean it up so incredibly easily. In the palm of your hand, this weighs a pound.
Wow.
And what I like so much about this lightweightness is it means I can maneuver it absolutely anywhere I want to go. So I've got my attachment clicked on here. With the push of a button, I fire up into power. This attachment gives me the option of brush or no brush. And you know what is already a problem for some of us this morning? The coffee grounds. What's the first thing you do? You make the coffee, and what happens?
And you make a mess.
It makes a mess. And look how easy this is. I mean, I'm literally no effort. I'm doing it a little slower than I need to be just so you get a good look at it. But you know how gritty and fine they are?
Right.
Now they're gone. Coffee grounds are one of those things that's almost hard to wipe up, right? They just get stuck in the rag and all the things. What about the kids? Did they help themselves to cereal? Of course they did. Hopefully you got to sleep a few extra minutes as a result, but now you have to clean up the mess. So once again, in we go. This is actually, those are actually lentils. Let's pretend it's dog food.
Yes,
because that's another one. Love that furry guy more than anything, but boy, he's a mess. And when you step on the dog food, it's gritty on the ground. It gets everywhere. This is one of these things that you will use not once a day, not twice a day, literally 10 times every single day.
Yes, it's because it's always going to be charged up for you too, right?
Yep.
Because it sits. Listen, I keep mine now. You all guys know I love my handheld vac, and it's beautiful. People don't know what it is.
It looks
it's sleek and it's beautiful, and you want to keep it out where you can grab it. And it just makes, listen, sometimes those things you just cleaned up, we think, I'll get it later. I'll get it later because I don't want to pull out the big, I don't want to pull out the big heavy vac with the handheld attachment.
Exactly.
This is where you're going to get to.
All right, let's talk about the car, or in my case, can we please not? The car is so tough. So many of us eat on the road, especially this time of year. The little ones are in there. We're road tripping. And what are you doing? You are handing them snacks just to give yourself some peace and quiet. It ends up all over the car. Now, even if you go to the car vacuum place, what happens? You can't get those big nozzles down in there. Or, more often than not, it's clogged up with something nasty and they don't work. You don't even want to know it's down there.
I know.
Do it yourself.
You pay an extra $20 and it doesn't even get it down there as good as that.
And speaking of the $20, why is it now that the only way to vacuum the inside of your car is to buy a $15 car wash? You can't just get to a vacuum. For the price of 3 car washes, you're going to own the vacuum that's going to do so much more. Now, you don't need industrial vacuums to do these little jobs. This is 200 watts of power right here in the palm of my hand. And I want to show you the display. Okay. So I'm going to charge all the time, right? I keep it on that charger. So every time I fire it up, it's showing that I have a full charge. If I stood here just like this and did all the things, 35 minutes of suction on one full charge. That is a long time.
Yeah, that is
for
much.
A lightweight
That is much
vacuum.
longer than you're going to be using it. So it's always ready to go. And the fact that you can carry it from room to room. Again, you may have a big, heavy upright that had a handheld attachment. But that means you still have to pull out that big, heavy upright. This, you are ready to go. Grab it, move it from room to room. And remember, the attachment that you're seeing right there, you're getting that included. And I never lose my attachment because I know exactly where it is.
No, in fact, I want to show you how we store them so you never lose them. But first, can we talk about the produce store? I mean, does somebody specifically leave leaves in the bottom of all the bags so that when we get it home, it leaves it in the drawer?
It's just a mess.
It's a mess. And trying to get those produce stores out and cleaned and, you know, you take it to the sink. It never happens, right? You just open it and think, sorry about my fridge. So again, it's a solution. When you leave this on your counter, the amount of times you're going to go, oh, I can use that. And get it out and dig it on in. It is amazing.
When you say every day, multiple times a day, you are not lying. lying.
No.
It is. I even hear, listen, this is something so lightweight that my 16-year-old boys will pick it up and use it because they
Wait,
don't.
a boy cleans?
They don't want to see. They don't want Dad to see that they spilled some cereal. I will hear
there
it.
you go.
I will hear it
You'll
from the
hear
other
it?
room. I'm
I
like,
love that.
thank goodness, because it's easy to use.
Well,
it is
and
so
it's
easy.
fun. Honestly, it's very satisfying. You can see here, I'm going to stick it in the couch. I'm going to find those crumbs. I'm going to stop being so frustrated with life and my family and the pets, and I'm just going to clean it up. You're going to see those cobwebs on your wall. Reach up and do it. For £1, it's so easy to lift up. There's virtually nothing you don't use it for, and as a result, we've designed it to look so sleek and so nice as it sits out. I want to show you the side view here, because not only do we look great, but here's the storage for the pieces. So this is not one of those things where, you know, you get a bunch of pieces, you put them in a bin in your closet. You forget where they are, you lose them, somebody else doesn't put them back in the bin. Everything stores right here. So you're charging 100% of the time. You are always ready to go. And oh, by the way, if this isn't enough for you, listen now. Taking it up a notch. This is max mode.
Whoa!
So we can even bump it up if you've got things that need a little extra oomph. So this is my utensil drawer.
See, that's another thing. How does that get so dirty? My utensil drawer all of a sudden looks like that.
Well, and here's the funniest thing. They're coming out of the dishwasher clean.
Yes.
So why is the drawer so dirty?
What is that?
I think that at night somebody comes in and wipes the counters with the drawer open. I've accused my husband of wiping the counters with the drawer open just to punk me. Because
that's probably what happens.
Those drawers are
Wipe it off and it goes right in the drawer.
Right
but this is how. Oh, you're gonna love this crevice tool.
Yeah.
This crevice tool. First of all, you're seeing how we use it here on the crevice. You know what I use mine for? If you have sliding doors,
we're
the
gonna
tracks
get there.
on the sliding doors. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry, I got ahead of us here, but it's my favorite thing because all of that dirt as well. You're gonna love the accessories, lightweight, always ready to go. And again, one button to empty.
One button. Watch this. So we're gonna push the button here.
Boom.
Grossness. And guess what? Bang it right into the trash can.
Out.
You never have to touch it. And by the way, look at how big the canister is. That is so much bigger than most cordless rechargeable vacuums. We've got more suction, we've got a bigger canister, we have a 35-minute runtime, and you're getting 200 watts of power. And if you want max, we've got a boost too. So
at $44.99, normally something like this you see at $110, $120. This is $44.99. Now we saw the filter inside there. Can you tell us about that filter?
Absolutely.
Do we need to purchase more filters?
You certainly do not. You do not have to do anything ever again. So if you want to, you can actually go inside here and take out the filter. This is washable. So if you want to wash this out just because of dust, it depends what you're sucking up. You know, if I'm doing a lot of dog hair and it's a shedding season, there's dander and my husband's got allergies, I'm probably going to rinse this out just to try to help everybody a little bit. But it just clips right back on in there, and then once again, you are good to go. So it couldn't be any easier in terms of user friendliness, but also cleanliness. You know, when you're clipping in and clipping out, it just makes everything that much easier.
Here's your blue. We have it turned sideways so you can see where your accessories go that are included. This is a 2-in-1. This one is most limited. The blue is your most limited here. We also have it in the white and we have it in the black. This will make all those, these are the daily messes, right? Sometimes we talk about, you know, we had a today's special from Bissell that was those really huge messes. And those are great. You need something to clean that up. But what about every day, all day? Those are the messes that will add up.
Those are the messes you in.
They will stress you out. And this will get all of that.
On a cranky day, this does me in. Why do we all have to eat at the keyboard all the time? Well, you know.
I know. I wonder if any chips actually get in my kid's mouth because it's all on the keyboard.
Down there. So, and keyboards are important, right? Not only, of course, for working, but you can't put just anything on top of them. So the fact that we've got the little brush, now remember, this isn't even a separate attachment. You're not going to lose this. It's right here waiting for you. So I'm going to flip down that brush, and I'm just going to gently get on in there. And rather than having to jam the tool down in there, those soft bristles get right in there and get it out for me in combination with the suction.
That is great.
All right, Ty mentioned something that has become one of my issues as well. The tracks.
Oh, the track.
Sliding glass doors.
The dirtiest place in your house.
And your windows. Look at this. Right out.
Look at the power. You didn't even have to get all the way down there.
I'm not even on max, but I will be. How about that?
Ooh,
there you go.
Look at that.
Out of here. Oh, what about you crafters? Or beads? Watch these beads.
Yeah, look at the power that you get.
Oh, look at that. I mean, that was awesome. That was awesome. So even large pieces right up on in there.
Speaking of, like you said, the dog food, the kitty litter, all of that stuff, those big pieces that normally, what do we get? A paper towel or a wet towel or something. Now you're just going to grab your cordless handheld vacuum. Remember, cordless, you can walk around the home with it, high, low. Also, with that little brush, I like to do my vents. My vents get dusty.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And you can use those. That brush will pick it up at $44.99. Oh, to keep everything clean on the spot.
I mean, this is a customer pick at $100, right? Yeah. And you can see why. In terms of usability, user-friendliness, and frequency of use, take it everywhere. So I'm out in the car now. Remember, I've got 35 minutes of runtime, so I can do every seat, the trunk, and the crevices. But I'm using my upholstery tool here. And what I like about this is it's got those little grippies on it. So if you have one of those lovely pets that does some shedding, and you've got fabric on your car seats, in your home, this will help grab onto that pet hair and pull it into the suction. So I use this on all my chairs, on all my couches, on all my car seats, and it does such a better job. And you know what?
Yeah.
Slam it right on in there and get it all out.
That stuff that you can't see in there. Speaking of shedding, the other thing it does really well, it will pick up hair on the bathroom, on the bathroom floor. My wife's hair on the bathroom floor, instead of getting a towel, instead of getting the broom out, this will pick it up. We'll pick up all that hair.
And I'm going to defend your wife. It's not just her hair, it's your whiskers.
You know what? You're right. Those little ones are even harder to pick up.
Those are one of my favorites.
They're even harder to pick up.
I get it out. I'm getting out and going in. It solves every problem. This time of year, we're out and about. We're having the best time. And what happens? All the leaves go in the car. All the grass goes in the car. Do you have baseball players? The clay.
Oh, the clay.
The clay from the infield goes all over the car. So take this out there. You're going to leave it on the counter. Leave it right in the mudroom or the laundry room right by the back door, so it's so easy to pop outside. Keep that car clean.
How quick you got. And these are deep. These are really deep. I mean, this is like heavy duty. Yeah, you got down in there. Sand, when we were in Florida, the sand.
I won't miss
Talk
that.
about fine. But it'll pick it up.
It'll
pick
do everything.
all of that up at $44.99. It's why we made it one of our Today Specials today. It's something we all need right now in the summertime.
And you're going to use it every single day, multiple days. It's got the power, it's got the lightweight portability, and it's a problem solver.
And you got great colors to choose from. The blue is most limited. We have it in white. We have it in black as well. Stephanie, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Thank you guys for joining us here. We are celebrating not only HSN's birthday, but 4th of July as well. So come on in. There's no better way to celebrate than homemade ice cream. Mr. Chef Shahir Massoud is joining me here. With this today's special, or with this birthday price, you are only 20 to 25 minutes away from homemade ice cream, gelato, sorbet, frozen yogurt, the ingredients that you choose.